Rajan Bargotra, the Additional Director General of Western Seaboard of the Indian Coast Guard, has commissioned the Indian Coast Guard ship C-452 through video conference in Ratnagiri in Maharashtra on Tuesday. The ship was indigenously designed and built by Larsen and Toubro, Surat, complying with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Earlier in May, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has commissioned the Indian Coast Guard ship ICGS Sachet and two interceptor boats C-450 and C-451 in Goa. The ICGS Sachet, the first in the series of 5 offshore patrol vessels, has been designed and built by Goa Shipyard Limited and is fitted with the state-of-the-art navigation and communication equipment. Today, another new Indian Coast Guard ship, C-452, has been commissioned. Hello everyone and welcome back for another interesting session of the defense updates provided by SSB Crack Exams. I am Hemant and I would like to introduce you that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. We are one-stop solution for you if you are preparing for various defense examinations. I highly recommend you to download our Android app from Google Play Store so that it will be always helpful for your examination preparation, wherein which you will be provided with numerous amount of lecture material, study material, important informative questions. The sample practice exercises will always be there. You can even practice with the mock test that will be very helpful in your examination preparation. You can even follow us on all sort of social media platforms and stay updated with the important affairs that are going on all around India and world. Beginning with the question of the day that I have asked on 3rd of November 2020, that is yesterday. And yesterday I have asked the question that which Kora class corvette of Indian Navy has recently demonstrated the firing of an anti-ship missile. So this was recently demonstrated in the month of October 2020, and what was that? It was a Kora class corvette of the Indian Navy, and this is an important corvette and it has launched an anti-ship missile. That means it has demonstrated the launching of an anti-ship missile. So what is that particular corvette? The name of that corvette is itself INS Kora. It is a lead ship of a class. It was on October of 30, 2020. This particular Kora class corvette, it has launched an anti-ship missile. You can see the pictures. So it is considered to be a very important one. It has hit the target at a maximum range with precise accuracy in the Bay of Bengal. The target ship that was there, it was destroyed very heavily and it was fully in flames, and it is considered to be a very good successful attempt. Previously also INS Prabal, which was there, it was also a very important corvette. It also launched an anti-ship missile. So even that important defense update was also covered in the previous important sessions. So let us now begin with the first and foremost important defense update, and that is regarding the Indian Coast Guard ship C-452 being commissioned. This is considered to be a very important one to be going through. We also have two interceptor boats, C-450 and C-451. Both of these are known as what? Both of these are interceptor boats. Okay, they are interceptor boats, and these two were actually built by the Goa Shipyard Limited. But the C-452, this one is not an interceptor boat. What is this one? This one is a very important one, and it was built by the Larsen and Toubro, and this is considered to be also an important boat, a very important ship that has been used by the Indian Coast Guard. And who has commissioned it? Rajan Bargotra. He is the ADG of the Western Seaboard, and he has commissioned this particular ship through video conferencing while he was in Ratnagiri in Maharashtra yesterday. Okay, so this is considered to be a very important update. And along with this, two important things that we have to consider, that C-450, C-451 were there, and we also have seen an important news which is known as ICGS Sachet. Okay, also you have to call it as Sachet. So ICGS Sachet and these two interceptor boats, all of these were launched. Okay, all of these were actually launched by whom? It were launched by the defense minister. Okay, all of these important boats that you're seeing here, these were launched by the defense minister Rajnath Singh. And this is the C-452. This is launched by the commissioned by the Rajan Bargotra. So all of these ships are considered to be very good ships, and they do have the state-of-the-art navigation and communication equipment. Let us now go through with the next update, and the next update is regarding China creating the world's largest aerial launch missile. And where is it being deployed? This is being deployed, and that particular missile is called as DF-21D. Okay, what is the name of the missile? It is DF-21D, and this is being set up on which particular aircraft? It is on the China's H-6N bomber. This is how this particular bomber looks. This is the aircraft. So it is being deployed for the first time on the H-6N bomber, and this has been seen by the various important analysts of the defense, and they have even said that this particular anti-ship missile is an anti-ship ballistic missile. Even India does not have this particular strategy until this particular one, because India does not have an aerial launched anti-ship missile. Okay, so aerial launched anti-ship ballistic missile is something which we are still developing. It is still in the development stages in the DRDO, and China is currently building the largest one of the world, and this particular missile is using a two-stage engine, and the two-stage engine will use a solid fuel, understanding. So it is using a solid rocket fuel with an operational range of around 3000 kilometers, and it is also claimed that this missile can carry nuclear warheads in it. This is considered to be a very important update because it is posing threat to India and United States of America. It is also said that the United States Intelligence Agency have already knew about this particular one, and this missile was first reported by Ankit Panda, who is a senior fellow of nuclear policy program at Carnegie Endowment for International Peace in April of 2018. This is also claimed that the missile is capable of carrying nuclear warheads with it, and it is also called the aerial launch variant of DF-21D. And this missile is over 9 meters long, and it can reach 2000 kilometers. This has to be considered very, very important one. And also, if you have to go through that, the defense experts call it in different ways. Some people call it as a naval version of DF-21. Some people call it as a separate missile. So all of these are still under consideration. So now let us go through the next update, and the next update is regarding the Deputy Chief of Naval Staff. He is Vice Admiral Muralidhar Sadashiv Pawar. We can even call him as Vice Admiral MS Pawar. He has visited the Army Southern Command's headquarters. Okay, so when was this done? This was done few days back, and he interacted with the Southern Command headquarters. Who is the chief, the General Officer Commanding in Chief of the Southern Command? He is Lieutenant General C.P. Mohanty. Lieutenant General Chandi Prasad Mohanty is currently the General Officer Commanding in Chief of the Southern Command of Indian Army. Both Lieutenant General C.P. Mohanty and Vice Admiral MS Pawar have interacted, and they have discussed jointmanship and integration issues between the Army and Navy. This is considered to be a very strategic update because two important ranked personnel meeting, and the commanders at level of talks being happening upon. So this clearly indicates that something big issue is coming up. So whenever it comes, we will be discussing with you in the coming up days. Going through the next and the final update is regarding the construction of 7,777 bunkers are completed along the line of control and also in the international border in the Jammu division. So these are considered to be a strategic updates regarding the allocation of the funds towards the bunkers and the logistical support given towards the Jammu and Kashmir soldiers and all the other areas wherein which the security forces are deployed, who are striving severely in protecting the integrity and the territorial peace of our nation. Among these, around 6,839 are individual bunkers, that means they are individual ones, and 938 are community bunkers. The work on 334 are already there, and they are also under different constructions. If we go through the numbers here, 1,559 have been completed in Samba, 1,161 bunkers are completed construction in Jammu, and 1,519 are completed in Kathua, with 2,603 in Rajouri and 925 in Poonch sector of the Jammu. This is considered to be a very, very important one, and we hope that the construction of these bunkers and all of them will go in a proper way. Now, let us have a very quick review. We're going through some of the most important questions, and the first and foremost question is, the ICG ship, Indian Coast Guard ship C-452 is built by whom? Is it built by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, or Mazagon Dock Limited, or Larsen and Toubro, or by the Hindustan Shipyard Limited? It is built by the Larsen and Toubro of the Surat division. Okay, it is built by the Larsen and Toubro of Surat. Going through the next question is, this ICG ship C-452 was commissioned at what place through video conferencing? It was commissioned from Ratnagiri. Okay, it was commissioned from Ratnagiri by Ranjan Bargotra, who is the Additional Director General of the Western Seaboard. Going through the next important question is, Vice Admiral MS Pawar is currently what? He is currently the Deputy Chief of Naval Staff. Mention in the comment section who is the Vice Chief of Naval Staff, who is the Commandant of the Indian Naval Academy. Okay, now we will have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is, when was the inscription Satyameva Jayate included on the naval ensign and the navy crest? Okay, so if in case you can see the naval flag and the navy crest, upon that particular navy crest you can see the national emblem. So below that particular national emblem we have the inscription known as the Satyameva Jayate. So when was this inscription, the Satyameva Jayate? It was taken into consideration about including it also in the naval ensign and the navy crest. Okay, so the answer for this and the explanation for it I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Subscribe to this channel, download our Android app from Google Play Store. Stay safe, stay healthy. Jai Hind.